Huh?
How much?
You know.
The Smokester is here. What up, Smokey? My man, what's going on? One of these days, my brother will get on here and show his big ass arms. Being all damn downplaying how big his arms are. Ain't that right, Kenny? You just got home. Shit. Hey, what's up, man? So for you guys that don't have the same the religion I do, this is called mead. This is the nectar or wine of the gods. The difference between this and regular wine is this is fermented honey. So Ross said, okay. Screw Ross. Ross is a chump. So anyway, this is what they call the nectar of the gods. It's fermented fruit and honey. I just gave thanks to the gods earlier. So for you that are Christian and believe in one God, I believe in many. So I will be polishing this off because there isn't much left. But these aren't cheap. None of these are. Used to be back in the day. Oh yeah, he's definitely the biggest little man. He's one of those coward guys you meet in a gym. You say something to him because he's being a bitch. He's like, "Oh man, no problem. I got you." We'll talk about anything y'all want. I'm just going to get on here to chat about a few things myself, mainly my company, not anybody else, but we'll talk about whatever. Yes, my boobies itched. We'll say I'm playing with my breastises. My boobies itched. Okay. So there used to be this guy on TikTok. He was a Native American, which my kids are part Native. And he used to say how all the time that he supported Native people, but I never seen him do anything for Native people. But there's a Native winery right around the corner. What's up, LX? Everything's new, baby. Everything's new. DB is shooting for the stars. For all you guys out there that are trying all these other clone houses, cool. Good for you. Nobody does what DB does. Matter of fact, everybody copies DB. That's all I keep seeing anyway. Get taken down for scratching my breasts. Maybe. I don't really care. It'll be all right. I just come live again. Yeah, I'm always trying to improve, brother. I actually have a room spray. I'm going to try. I have some things in the work where you know how you set the little things and they spray every little so often. I'm working on that as well, but that'll be a little while from here. But I got all kinds of other stuff working, body sprays. I'm busy. I want to make DB's the best place to go. I want to make DB's the place where everybody says, he's got everything, plus his frags are awesome. So that's what I'm trying to do. A lot of these, I still see all these people buying Duas and everybody else. So I'm the cheapest around and probably got the best frags for that price, period. So if people still want to hit up those other guys, go for it. But other guys are copying, just so you know. I saw something the other day. Somebody brought to my attention that there was a gentleman that's in my group. Hey, what's up, Gerardo? There's a gentleman in my group that went to another group and pretty much told them about Michael, and they copied it. I won't tell you the name of it because as soon as I do, y'all will find out who that person is. So, oh yeah, most definitely, bro. Oh, most definitely. I'm not a body spray guy, man, but they work. we'll see how it goes, man. It's all in test phase. We'll get you some. Hey, Ray's on here. Ask Ray what he thinks about them pits, buddy. Funk Fighter's the shit. Funk Fighter's the shit. Nobody else doing that stuff, man. Go to Duo and ask them to make you a Funk Fighter. They wouldn't know what you're talking about.
Well, they'll do that next. Watch.
People copy good enough. It'll be next. The other thing I heard was, and I'm not going to mention any names. I don't ever do that, so don't ask me for names. Personal, I will. Yeah, Duo is trash. You got that right. So there's this company out now called King Fragrances. I know they've been out for a little bit. I had a gentleman come on to talk to somebody else and say that they beat me with the Greedy King 100%. Something I invented, the Duo couldn't make good, that I came back when I started my company. I'm making a killing off of it. Yeah, Duo's got some hits. Very few. I ain't gonna lie. Very few. I actually got one of their fragrances up there, the very first people to come out with 13ZZ. I'm not going to get rid of that. I like it. But anyway, said that King Fragrances did the Greedy King better than the original guy. Somebody out there has got King Fragrances version. If you don't know, if you're new here, which most of you are not, the Greedy King is Creed Aventus and Chocolate Greedy. If somebody did that better than me, I need to know. So if you have that and you think they did better than me, please let me know. I will send you mine. Surely you could test it out and find out. Mine's more natural. Me doggone, it was like 4 swallows. I think so, but I mean, here's the thing, guys, and the biggest issue is a lot of people say that when people make fragrances that are like something I make, their thing is it's beast mode. What is beast mode to you? Do you want something that screams, "Hey, stare at me" for 2 hours, and then it dissipates into something just as good as everybody else's, or do you want something that stays steady throughout the day? Beast mode to me, in my personal opinion, is something that when I put it on, it is almost the same from start to finish. Of course, you got your different levels of smell. We all know that. That sillage isn't always what makes a fragrance. And that's what everybody thinks is when you spray it on and it leaves a sillage trail for 15 miles, that's a banger. I don't see that, man. Now, do I make the best fragrances known to man? Absolutely not. Do I get outbeat by my competition on some things? Absolutely. I cannot make an Andy Warhol as good as Sensual Obsessions. And I'm here to tell you, I know the oil companies he uses. Now, I've ordered it from them too. Mine just doesn't smell like his. What does he do to make things different? I don't know. I'll never know because I'm not into asking my competition how they make things so great. But I have a better version than what I started with. I'll put it to you that way. But I'll never be able to keep up with how good he makes the Andy Warhol, Bond No. 9's Andy Warhol. It just is not going to happen. Maybe one day. So I like Mike from Making Sense. I've heard some things about Mike from Making Sense. Not anything too awful bad, but I will put this out here. Anybody that's part of my group that knows if you come out with a fragrance that you invented, something you say, "Hey, DB, I'm thinking about this and I'm thinking about that." Ray knows this for a fact. I'll do it. It's yours. Unless I find it something interesting, I'll say, "Hey, I like this. I want to put it out there. Give it a name." I've done probably a dozen for Ray at least. So, but I'll also send you some of that because that's something you had come up with. Okay. There's a lot of guys that work for me that don't make money, but they make fragrances. So somebody will give me a suggestion. I'll send them it. So I heard from somebody through the grapevine that Mike from Making Sense was introduced to a fragrance. This person had given him this idea of a fragrance, and they did not reward that person with a sample, not even like 5 ml of the sample of something they put on the table. Now, I was told it wasn't note for note, but it was like 80% note for note. To me, that's somebody, and I'm not trying to start shit, but to me, that's somebody that wanted to make that fragrance, but didn't want a direct copy, so they couldn't give that person credit for it. I'm not that way. I'm the kind of person that says, "Hey, you made it, so let me send it to you. If you like it and I like it, let's make something work." I'm not selfish, man. I'm not going to make a blend. So I create blends all the time. My girlfriend will tell you, she tells me sometimes, why not just chill out on the blends? Can't do it. Something comes to my mind, I put it together and say, hey, try this out. I have a new blend called Cocoa Beach. It's an OG frag, but you're not going to pay the OG price for it. Okay, it's not that complicated. It's shea butter. It is what's the other one in it? Shea and what? Coconut and chocolate greedy. That's what it is. I mean, there's a couple other little things in there to make it, but that's just simplistic. It's fire, man. It's fire. It's bomb. I haven't dropped it yet. Ray was the first one to give it. I do not have a tuxedo version. I'll tell you guys this, and I'll tell this to everybody. If you come to me and say, hey, DB, I would love for you to do this fragrance for me. If it's, hey, what's up, bro? Your order shipped, Tyrone. If you say, hey, DB, there's a fragrance I want to try, I will get it for you as long as you're dedicated to at least buying a 30 ml of it. That way I'm not killed on the price. Somebody asked about an OG curve. I'm going to go ahead and get that simply because I like the OG curve too, okay? But normally I wouldn't just go out and get that because I'm not going to wear that all the time. DB hardly ever wears the same thing. It would have to be an excellent fragrance for me to wear that so many times in a row. But I will do that if you want to buy it, hit me up and I'll order it. I have no issues with that. Because what has happened is a lot of the times I've had some people suggest some fragrances. Time to time I put up what, hey, what you guys like to see hit the line? And somebody will hit me up for it. I'll say, you know what, that's a good idea. And then I'll buy it and then they don't get purchased. And then I got to go and sell it in an auction, which I probably won't do anymore. It's a very good possibility I won't do it anymore. A lot of people wait till that auction comes around so they can try my fragrances and don't buy flat out. So something wrong?
You just open the dryer.
All right. Make him take care of that. My boy Tyrone. By the way, this is a chocolate wine. It's raspberry and chocolate. So the name of this company is called Native Wines. Native Vines Winery. It's here probably about a mile up the road from me. Kept passing it by one day. Me and my girlfriend decided we wanted to go and check this place out, see if they had any good wines. A winery is hit or miss. Y'all can go to the store and buy cheap wine, or you can buy, this is an expensive wine. I wouldn't call this like, if I'm not mistaken, it's like $30 a bottle. But the chocolate and the raspberry are fired together. So once again, it's called Native Vines Winery. I don't know why that's a tongue twister. If you guys want to try them out, go for it. I don't know if they have a website, or I promote the website, to be honest with you. I don't know, but I'm drinking it and I got a whole nother bottle of this in there. So I love it. Wine, mead is the same thing as wine, except mead is made purely by honey. Wine is mainly fruits that are fermented. If you get mead, that is fermented honey and fruit. So, but DB Sensations is the I somehow knew that was going to happen. So let me tell you something, Ray. The reason Fade to Black is not here no more is because a truly good raspberry fragrances oil is hard to find. It truly is. A lot of people don't know, and I've told a few people. Maybe a lot of people do know. I don't know. I can't remember if I told anybody else, but I went and I buy several different oils. So if I have something in my mind, unless it's a site that I trust, I'll usually just go ahead with them, buy a small amount, put all these things together, and I'll come up with my fragrance. If I don't like it, I will go on and purchase somebody else's to see if I like theirs, and so on and so forth, till I get the combination I think is great. That's how I did Cream Bean. Cream Bean, that was meant to be Fat Boy's fragrance. I've hit Fat Boy up several times. Club D New Wheaton's, man, you're wearing that out, guy. You got to move beyond Club D New Wheaton's, man. Yeah, the raspberry, a good raspberry is hard to get. I can get other raspberry, but it's very synthetic. You know me long enough to know I don't do the synthetic very well. I don't prefer to do it. So, but yes, I mean, Valentino Uomo. I won't say that. It's okay. It's good. It's decent. Oh.
Oh, the strings like come out. No, it's okay. String.
Arrogant King, my friend, that is a bomb scent. Bro, do you smell when you work out? You got that body funk? You need DB's Funk Fighter then. And if that don't work, you need some other shit. I got you, bro. I got the shampoo. So I'm going to announce this on here just so we all know. If people that aren't on here don't get it, I'm going to go ahead and announce it. That's pretty much the reason I'm on here. For Christmas, starting November the 15th, for Christmas, there will be DB is going to make a box. I don't know what to call it. I don't celebrate Christmas. I'm not Christian. I celebrate Yule. Nonetheless, I'm going to have to come up with a name that doesn't offend everybody. I'm not offended by Christmas, but I do not celebrate it. So therefore, I probably won't call it like a Christmas box, but it'll be like a holiday box or something. I'm trying to stick with a formulation of lotions, hand sanitizers, body wash, shampoo, trying to get all that stuff in together for men and women. And I'm also trying to come up with a price that won't kill you, but won't leave me left out in the dark with no money in my pocket. So stay tuned for that if you're in my group. If not, go to my group in Facebook, DB Sensations, and you will, starting the shampoos are great. Get the Cream Bean. You have to, Gerardo. Yeah, Cream Bean's hitting a dead stop. I don't have much left. One of the oils is probably going to go away. So yeah, if you're, I'm not saying it's going to go get vaulted. I don't know at this particular point, but if I was you and you wanted Cream Bean Island, I would probably get it now, just in case something happens. Which, with all my originals, man, it sucks. I get on and I do my research and I make sure I think there's going to be enough oils, and the Cream Bean sold fast, a lot fast, and then it stalled. I'm not saying it stopped, but it just stalled. And when it stalls and you're saying, summertime comes around, people are going to want this a little more often, and I try to find the oil so I can get ahead of myself. And one of the oils is on back order. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, the shampoos are great. My girlfriend actually, she's not on here. She went and sat down, but she actually used, anytime, bro. My girlfriend actually had used, I think it was like, would you use Tresemme, Janine? What was the shampoo you used?
I think it was that.
She might have used Tresemme, some kind of expensive, maybe Pantene. I don't know. It was Pantene. So her hair always smelled good from using Pantene. But then she tried my main juice, and she does not use anything else. Her hair is silky and shiny. I'm just telling you that right now, really soft. So not trying to pump what I do up, but yeah, it's awesome. I'm also coming out with different body wash bases. I sent Eric Neal today. I didn't want to do it yet because, yeah, Pantene, buddy. You're right. So I sent Eric Neal. I'm out of the actual standard base of body wash. And in his lucky 13 box that he won, he wanted body wash. But I had another base. I had not perfected it yet. So I sent him that base. That is a black soap base. There will be about, I think I have a shea butter base. There's something else. Use me juice. Yeah, I love that shit. And Ray is Puerto Rican, right? Ray? Yeah. Are you Puerto Rican? Yeah, he's Puerto Rican. He has dry scalp issues. Same thing I have. I don't obviously use shampoo. Obviously, I don't have no damn hair to use shampoo. I got it on my chest. I might as well start using it on my chest. That's about the best hair I got. So anyway, these are all natural stuff. I refuse to use anything like my deodorant is aluminum free. It has a lot of other things, alcohol and stuff like that. I can't use that on myself because it'll burn my armpits. Now, my deodorant that I make for myself for about a week, 10 days, it don't bother me. And then somewhere or another, something bothers me. I think it's because of the oils. That's my body, man. But I have heard nobody else say anything about, yeah, he's Mexican. What the fuck? I forget who it was. Somebody else said they had Puerto Rican hair. And they had issues with their hair, but it's about the same anyway. They got the nice puffy hair and damn kid and play shit. I wish I could do some kid and play shit because I can't. Can you imagine me trying to put some kid and play on this? It's not going to work. Okay. Imagine me putting that Gumby up there. It ain't going to work, bro. Nope. It is not going to work. Yes, there are some more that are about to get vaulted or just I have one that's going to get discontinued and I have one getting vaulted. If you do not have Angel of Death, I would get that soon. I don't know how much I got left, but once I'm out, that'll be completely discontinued. It won't be vaulted anymore. So yeah, that's one of them. The original Shot in the Dark will be vaulted soon because the new Shot in the Dark Reborn is coming. Not saying that's going to cancel out the original Shot in the Dark because it is not. It's the oil issues, man. I hate using certain oils and have to go try something else. It's not worth it. So I'd rather just discontinue it. Your bottle of what? Which bottle? Last Icon is discontinued, period. I ain't gonna lie to you guys, I sold 3 bottles, period. Ray, I already have yours reserved because you got a lucky 13 box that got lost. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of that. Other than that, I do not, and I will not have any more. Yeah, Angel of Death, yours is reserved for Angel of Death, yeah. I have enough to make a couple more bottles, I think at least 3, if I'm not mistaken. But after that, it'll probably be laid back. I will be coming out with Diablo Diabolic. It will be called the same thing. It will not be called anything else. The black bottles will be back. The ring will be put back on there, but it will be reformulated. That's why it was discontinued, is because, once again, the fucking oil situation. Here's the other thing, guys. I don't know if any of you guys follow politics, and I don't care, but under this administration we have, these supply lines are nuts. I've ordered not some nice shit from China. Unfortunately, most of my bottles come from China. I do have some American-made bottles, but most of them are plastic. I have to order it, and what I do is I get on Amazon and I order a lot of my bottles from Amazon, and they're from China. I've already seen them on other sites, tried to get them, but they're nuts, man. The price of shipping. Let's just give you an instance. Do you guys remember the last Icon bottles with big heavy things with the horse on it? Okay, I'm not going to lie. What was it? $20 a bottle? $20 a bottle. Okay. Uh, yes, it will be reformulated, and I'm here to tell you it will be better than what has already been put out. Be better oils. This will be a better scent. Trust me. If you like Diablo Diabolic the first time, you will absolutely, probably, most likely love it a whole lot more and be a lot stronger on top of that and a lot more natural. So, I found those same bottles on a site for half of that. Probably not. I think it was $5 a bottle. Okay, from China. Okay, I do have places I go and check out to see if I can get something. I've got bottles that I ordered a long time ago. What was the name of that fragrance I was coming out with that I had those? Oh, that was Cream Bean. I ordered some bottles for Cream Bean in case I ran out. Who are actually supposed to be the regular bottles. I haven't gotten them yet. So this supply thing we have going on is ridiculous. I can't trust getting my shit from China, and I know some inside shipment methods. So I'll place that order for $5 a bottle. The more you get, the less it is. So those ones with the horses, the heavy bottles, get them for, I think it was like $4 a bottle. So just quote me $4 a bottle versus 20 here. $4 a bottle. If I bought like 50, I'm okay with that. I'm good with that. So $4 a bottle times 50 is $200 just for the bottles. The shipping came up to $100. I'm not paying $100 for shipping. That's ridiculous. And then on top of paying $100 for shipping, I'm not guaranteed to get my bottles anytime soon. Last, I ordered from a place overseas. Can't remember where I ordered from. I ordered my brother an authentic jersey. He's a Notre Dame fan. Yeah. It's going on a year since I've got the damn thing. And this is ridiculous. So I have to go with what I get. And unfortunately, it's not what I want. I actually have to go back to the rounded bottles y'all been getting for the auctions, because those bottles are going up higher. I can't keep passing the savings on. I'm actually thinking about just buying 30 ml bottles and doing what Dua does and just sell nothing but 10 mls and 30 mls. Unfortunately, it just doesn't work for me. Would be easier. I even thought about doing what Genre does and just opening up an ordering time and be able to fulfill all those orders. I don't know how that's going to work for me either. Trying to do what I can to make DBs what DBs is. You understand what I'm saying? I can't, and I don't want to keep passing on these high price shit to everybody else. It's just simply not fair. So. Let me tell you something. I went to, my boy Alpha will tell you this. I went to the gym the other day, okay? Because I actually got a gym membership. Maybe I should start doing something that, what's his name does, TLTG. Maybe I should make a gym video showing off my muscular physique. I'm not going to do that. I'm just saying. So I get on this damn machine, and these rope, I don't know what the fuck they call them. I haven't been to a gym in years, but there's a handle here and a handle here, and it's on a string, and you push out. Dude, my girlfriend, we were laying in bed, and she just reaches over and just touches the top. Woo! Hey, I'm a man's man. Not a lot. It hurts. That shit hurt. I put the hurt on that. I didn't think it was a whole lot of weight, but I put the hurt on that damn thing. I hit the dumbbells. Did free weights on the dumbbells. A lot of guys in there were young, trying to show off. Military guys trying to show off. Bro, my guns are bigger than yours, but I hate when people show off. That's one thing I can't stand. If you're built like a brick shit house, there was a couple guys that are built like a brick shit house. They weren't showing off. They were just doing their exercises out of everybody's way. But there was a few young kids were just coming in there like, doing it. Go ahead. I'm not interested in that. I laugh at them. Let them say something. Hold on, I'll show you something. So this is the black soap that Eric Neal. Why is this thing that way? Why is it so backwards? This is the black soap that Eric Neal ordered, and I don't know why it's blacker at the bottom. It shouldn't be, but we'll have to shake it up a little bit. This stuff is phenomenal. It's really phenomenal. So is there anything anybody has any suggestions for it? Something you'd like to see? Something you want to talk about? Let's talk about it. Yes, they're waterproof labels. The other ones are waterproof too, but these are see-through and waterproof. Clear. Is it? Yeah, I think they call them clear. They actually print and use less ink too. So y'all know I'm not crapper. I don't have a $3,000 machine because I gyp everybody for their money. I remember this one time when me and Travis Gearhart were still getting along. He hit me up this one time. This was before I exposed him. He's like, man, I'm making money hand over foot. And I said, you know, Travis, it's going to be real hard to make all that kind of money and still keep a full-time job. And I think I can do it for now. Little did I know. Just stick with the story. So he's like, yeah, man. He's like, it was crazy because Father's Day of that year, he bragged he made $3,000 in one day. I don't make $3,000 a month. But he had a guy who creates, well, don't even create, uses somebody else's fragrances, puts a fucking sticker that says Dapper on it, makes $3,000 a day. Ain't that amazing? Hey, Ray, I appreciate that, man. You want to talk about something? You can talk about whatever you want. You want my opinion on something? You want whatever? I don't care, man. But the thing you got to understand about in this fragrance game, I want you guys to understand something, okay? What we do is not hard, okay? Anybody can buy perfumers, alcohol, and oils and mix them. It's not that hard. It really is not. But to get quality fragrances and make them the right way, enhance them, and let me tell you, so sometimes you guys know that sometimes I'm at the bottom of my batch of the, because I make my own perfumers alcohol. At the bottom of the batch, I don't know. It doesn't look any different, or else I would just throw it away. It's hard to do so because it costs money. But if I seen that it was giving me some inclination that it was not going, sometimes it's at the beginning, but sometimes my oils don't mix with my perfumers alcohol very well. I have to add an additive, and I do. Sometimes that don't even work. So you come into a lot of troubles. A lot of people think you can just jump into this game and everything's cool. It can be, but it's not. If you just want to do something for yourself, get yourself some perfumers alcohol and some oils from someplace and have at it. But I'm here to tell you there's 150 different places to buy oils. Okay. You get on eBay. A lot of times you get oils on eBay. Some original ideas for an OG. It's always up to you if you want to run with it. Go for it, brother. Absolutely. Hit me up. But one here or private, I don't care. But there are people who have tried. I'm not going to mention those names, but I've had some of their fragrances. I'm not impressed. Okay. I've tried to help 2 other houses be good. Okay. One of them fucked me over. Now we are friends. The other one fucked me over and I never want to be friends. I've made my own shit and now them fuckers copy off of me because, oh shit, DB did have some good ideas. All right. It's hard to imagine. Can you guys think about this for a second? Okay. Imagine Caribbean Island being a Dapper fragrance. I actually gave Dapper the formulation and the idea to run with the Greedy King. It was not called the Greedy King then. Obviously, it wasn't called the Greedy King until I did it. I gave them that idea. You know what his excuse was? I can't get the oils to mix right. It's because you wasn't mixing them, homeboy. You would have to call up, at that time, What the name of that fucking website is anymore. That's how I don't give a fuck. But you have to call up that website and say, hey, can you give me this? Can you make that so I can slap my labels on it? Or now Fragrance Body Oils with a Z is who he runs with now. Won't convince me otherwise. I know better. I'm smart. I've been around the block quite a few times. I know I do not use Fragrance Body Oils for one reason. They won't mix. And how you know that Travis Gearhart doesn't use his own fragrances is because Fragrance Body Oils don't wholesale body oils. Thank you, brother. They're not mixing now. I've used Fragrance Body Oils with a Z. Okay. I'm not saying they stink because they don't. Okay. I don't have time to figure out why they're not mixing right. I don't have that time. And I've used every perfumer's alcohol there is to try to make them work. It don't work. So tell me how somebody else who supposedly blends their fragrances can't get them to work either. I'll give you a hint why. Because he orders from them. Go to fragrancebodyoils.com and look up. They make their own shit. All you got to do is there's a drop-down menu. Buy it. Buy it. I'll promise you one thing. I don't do it. There are some fragrances from, I will tell you this, the Greedy King, was it Montal's Chocolate Greedy comes from them, primarily for one reason. That is the best smelling Montal Chocolate Greedy I've ever smelled. Oriana comes from them. That's the best Oriana I've ever smelled. Red Tobacco. That's the other one that comes from them. So now you know. DB is a world of knowledge. I'm not going to tell you too many other places I come from, but those fragrances don't react too bad to what I use for a perfumer's alcohol, which isn't what you think it is. You can go and you can buy you a Mr. Benz. That's a perfumer's alcohol. Buy it if you want. Stinks when you spray it. I know who else uses that. If you go to Making Sense, Michael Densmore obviously uses Mr. Benz or something equivalent to that because when you spray it, you have an alcohol blast. However long it stays on your skin, it stays on mine for about 20 minutes. I don't want to smell alcohol for 20 minutes. Can't do it. Won't do it. That's why when I did this thing, I created my own. I don't want anybody spraying it on them and smelling anything. I guarantee you. Hey, what's up, fat boy?
Oh.
I got a bone to pick with you, fat boy. A big bone. Ray probably backed me up on this. A big bone. You're part of my group. You have yet to ask me for sin. Shame on you, fat boy. Shame on you. I don't know what fat boy does. Sometimes he buys and sometimes we swap. I'm okay with either one, but I haven't hit him up, so it's kind of my fault too. But if he gets a hold of sin, it's going to sell just like Caribbean Island did. That was Fat Boy's scent. I tried to hit Fat Boy up many times, try to get together, try to make something happen. He didn't. I already had it made. I was just waiting. Oh, he's sleeping on sin. Fat Boy's too busy. Here's the other thing. I want you guys to notice when you get on Fat Boy fragrance reviews, it's not a bitch session. I'm not trying to like create any problems with Juan, but you ever notice how like when Making Sense or Sensual Obsessions, and I don't know if there's another one he uses or not. I definitely do it, but we all know he does do it because he makes a lot of money off of Duo. When DBs comes on there, DBs is a quickie. He gets on there and he's doing a Fat Boy quickie. But when he does Sensual Obsessions and Making Sense, those are their own separate videos. But I'll tell you something else. Go onto his website and find out what sells the most. I guarantee you DB sells the most. That's for the people who don't want to say they bought from DBs directly because they don't want me to see who they are and that they're buying my fragrances. So they go through Fat Boy to get those fragrances so they don't look like idiots. That's okay. Fanboys come in idiots who can't wait to try my Sin. The shampoo is very nice. Sin is great, brother. Sin is great. It took me a while to get Sin. You know, that's censorship. So this is why I called it Sin. Nah, brother, you don't have to do that if you don't want to. It's all good, brother. I was just picking on you. I got to give you shit. So I was going to call it Sinaloa. That's my original. My original was, everybody knows this is an ode to a guy who was uh, the head man of the Sinaloa cartel. Okay. And I was going to name it after him, and then I was going to El Chapo, and then I was going to name it Chapo, was the original name of Sin. But I got in trouble for Rey de la Cocaína because it had Pablo Escobar's face on the front. So in my Facebook group, I couldn't. I know, brother. I got to give you shit. I got to give you shit. Yeah, El Patron, but they'll kick me off. They look how long I think Rey de la Cocaína had been on there for about a year, I'd say, and then all of a sudden Facebook come into my group for some reason and ravaged my group and took it down, saying it promoted violence and violent people and whatnot. Yeah, they were violent, but some of these people they let on here on Facebook are violent people too, who promote their violence in different ways. But yet I don't know what it is. Is it because I'm a Republican? Is it because I'm a former white supremacist? I don't know. I have no clue. But if I would claim myself to be a Democrat and constantly showing off my tattoos, I'd probably be okay. I think it was reported. I mean, not going to lie. I think there's somebody in my group. Don't know who they are. That's why I constantly go through my group anymore and kind of string people out. I think somebody in the group, now it's stopped. All the stuff is stopped. So I think I got rid of the right person. I'm confident I know who it was. No big deal. They're gone. But then listen, guys, it's fragrances. No matter what I name it after, no matter what I name it for, it's my fucking fragrance. Okay. So I had to call it Sin for Sinaloa. And here, I'll show you the Juan, hold on. There's the bottle. I have to keep these bottles. I have to make me a personal bottle, not only to wear, but I have to make me a personal bottle because everybody wants 10 ml samples. Do you know how hard it is to put like 10 notes in a 10 ml sample? That's hard. So I had to start making these. So this is what it looks like. Yeah, hopefully YouTube don't kick me off for the shit either. That's what it is. Great fucking label. I love it. Smells good. Man, dude, I'm down to 3 people. I guess that means it's time to get off. So get yourself some Sin. I want to tell you something else. I don't know how long that shit's going to last. We never know how much that shit's going to last. So I'm down to 3 people. Think I'm running my mouth too long. So listen, love each and every one of y'all. DB Sensations on Facebook. DB's sensations.company.site is my place to go to check it out. If you have any issues getting in there, let me know. I'll happily help you out. It's a little hard to navigate, but once you navigate it, you're good to go. So I'm going to watch me a TV show. I don't normally do. I don't watch these shows because I am Norse pagan, but I'm going to watch a show called Vikings. I know it's older. I'm actually kind of into it, not because of learning anything about my religion, because I don't learn anything from it. They're actually kind of all over the place. But yeah, Black Friday sales. Thank you, Ray. I do have a couple more sales for Black Friday. Those will be more closer to Black Friday. But if you got that 70% off, somebody already, Jeremy White already hooked his up. I think he ordered $270 worth of stuff. It was $80. The code's gone, so I'm not going to repeat it on here because people continue to use it after that. If you caught it on the site, there you go. That's why you joined DB Sensations. So I love you guys. I do have another one out called Southern Woods. I did look at the old, I forgot fig. So there is a fig note in there. So I just wanted to let you guys know what you see on there. I'll go back and add the fig note. Yeah, you didn't see it. Right. And then I've got Shot in the Dark Reborn coming out. That will be more towards Thanksgiving. I got to recuperate some money. Guys, I'm telling you right now, I overdid it on vacation and I hurt myself. I hurt myself bad. So, DBs, I'm not broke, but getting this shit shipped out as much as I should is keep digging in. I'm okay. Don't worry about it. But, shouldn't have spent that much money on. What's a vacation for though, right? Shit. Ray says he won't be ordering. He promises.
Whatever.
Even she knows that's bullshit. Ray, you got a 10 bottle box coming, I think. I'm not sure how many I sent in there. I do have another base to my deodorants. Ray's going to be the first one to check that out. This one actually holds more smell to it. I don't have to put quite as much oils and it holds more smell. I have not checked this out, but I do know where I'm ordering it from, and I do know that they are vegan. So I don't have that part to worry about. They're not going to put anything in there that's going to break your skin out or anything like that, or I wouldn't have ordered it, period, because eventually I have to check it out, but I'm going to let my girlfriend check it out. So I did that simply because I don't want to break out again, because when I break out, I do so for about a week. So it is bad. Once again, you may not break out, and I've heard nobody else on my other stuff say they break out. I highly doubt you'll break out. I do. I have very sensitive skin. I know it. A big boy with sensitive skin, so be it. I'm okay with that. Okay? I'm okay with that. I've learned to grow up in life, okay? It doesn't always affect me, okay? I'm sensitive, okay? Just my skin. Anyway, love you guys. Enjoy the rest of your night. I'm going to go watch another TV show. I got one more day off tomorrow. If you don't have anything out, you'll probably be getting it tomorrow. Deuces.